Welcome to the 100th episode of the Warrior Weekly.
100 episodes? I'm old.
Well, I'm Gabby.
I'm Ben?
And this is the Warrior Weekly. To celebrate Valentine's Day at Maine West, the Choraleers performed Valentunes to different classes during 5th period. Students could pay $2 to send live performers to serenade their peers with songs such as I'm Yours and Just the Way You Are.
4 Maine West students were recently honored for their academic achievement. Eric Zhang and Addison Studheit were both named National Merit Finalists. Addison Studheit was also named as a candidate for the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program. In the Illinois High School Translation Competition, Ornina Odicho earned first place in the Swedish English Division, and Orshina Odicho earned honorable mention in the Swedish English Division.
And now to Estelle for your sports update.
Hey Warriors, it's Estelle Guina with this week's sport update. On February 13th, the boys basketball team had their last game of the regular season against Evanston High School. They unfortunately lost with a score of 32-54. The girls varsity basketball team had their last game on the 12th and lost with a score of 36-53 against New Trier. Congrats to both teams on great seasons. Congrats to Lily Garrett of the girls wrestling team for qualifying for the state finals. Tryouts for the badminton team will be held on February 27th at 3:30. That's all for this week's sports update. And now for a check-in with your girls track team.
This is Alessandro, and we are checking in with the girls' track team to see how they are getting ready for their season.
For events, we prepare during practice. Every practice, we practice our running form, our running speed.
We train really hard every day. We stress the importance of being here and showing up and working together as a team to hopefully put in the work during practice so then we can show off during the meets and do well.
For distance, we just run around the whole practice, trying to work on our endurance and how long that we can go.
My hopes for the season are obviously to get better times, better marks, but also to bond with my team and really have a lot of fun.
I'm hoping for some personal PRs as well as team PRs. I want to see the whole team come together and succeed.
Support the girls' track team tomorrow at Maine East High School at 4:30. This is Alessandro with WMTH Sports.
This year's musical, Mean Girls High School Edition, premieres this weekend in the Maine West Auditorium. To tell you more about the production, here's Addie Webb.
This year's winter musical, Mean Girls, premieres tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Through this show specifically, actors were able to gain confidence on stage and in their roles.
So originally, I actually really didn't like musical theater, and I was against going on stage. And then last year, my junior year came around, and I really wanted to do something different, and all my friends were doing it, and I thought it would be something different that I could do. And then that's when I got into it. After last year's musical, I just loved being on stage, so I just continued, and I kept doing now musicals. In general, I'm more confident, especially on stage. With musicals and even just performances in general, you're always gonna mess up, and there might be a mistake every once in a while, but continuing and playing it as if that was meant to happen and just being confident in who you are is really important. And I feel that going through the musical, I've learned the importance of that and not caring what other people think, but doing my own thing.
Be sure to catch this year's musical on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. This is Addie for WMTH News.
And now to this week's episode of the Maine Minute, featuring your school announcements in a minute or less.
Welcome to the Maine Minute. Warrior After Hours are from 3:30 to 5 tomorrow. There's a dodgeball tournament sponsored by WAPA at 6:30 p.m. tonight in the Fieldhouse. Asian Club and Video Game Club meet today after school. There will be an interest meeting for the spring play today after school at 3:30 p.m. Art Club meets tomorrow after school. Be sure to see the Mean Girls musical this weekend in the auditorium. Tickets will be purchased in the bookstore. I'm Alice, and that's all for this week's episode of the Maine Minute.
Warrior Weekly loves to highlight musicians in our community. To close our show, here is Ivana Veliz.
Hi, I'm Ivana. I'm a mixed chorus and I'm going to be singing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you
Thank you so much for watching the 100th episode of Warrior Weekly.
And thanks for tuning in every Wednesday to listen to your school news and announcements.
See you next time.
Bye.
Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too